What's up, YouTube? Tim is here. Now, this might actually contain some spoilers for Fast X, which I really wish I did not mention because I didn't even want to know, but it's already out there. It's already publicized, so take a full So just giving you guys a heads up here. Now, of course, there is supposed to be more Fast and Furious movies coming. Vin Diesel announced that Universal is already planning to do Fast and Furious 12 and everything, or I should say Fast X Part 3 or whatever they're calling that. And one question has remained, like, will we ever see Dwayne Johnson coming back as Hobbs? Because if you guys don't know, Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel had some very public meltdowns, where, of course, at one point, of course, Vin Diesel wanting to get Dwayne Johnson back on track for the Fast and Furious movies. At one point, he even brings up like Paul Walker and even his kids and stuff. I'm like, dude, Vin Diesel, I love you to death, man. You're awesome, but that was a little too left swing right there. Well, looks like Dwayne Johnson is now coming back for the Fast and Furious franchise. Uh, Dwayne Johnson, according to the Wrap, Dwayne Johnson has returned to the Fast and Furious franchise, making an appearance in the post-credit sequence for the upcoming Fast X, which comes out on May 19th. Makes his return so shocking is how adamant Johnson was about not returning to the series. In November 2021, Fast and Furious franchise star and producer Vin Diesel took to Instagram essentially to beg Johnson to return to the mainline franchise. Now, of course, the last time we saw Johnson as Hobbs was back in 2019's Hobbs and Shaw, which I was wondering if we're ever going to get a sequel to that, but I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to get a sequel to that one, but we'll see. Now, a month after Diesel's social media appeal, Johnson told CNN, saying, "I told Diesel directly that I would not be returning to the franchise. I was firm yet cordial with my words and said that I would always be supported other casts and always root for the franchise should be successful. But that's what I always love about Dwayne Johnson, man. But that there was no chance I would return. Vince's recent public post was an example of his manipulation, saying, I didn't like that he brought up his children in the post as well as Paul Walker's death. Leave them out of this. We have spoken months ago about this and came to a clear understanding. Whether or not the most recent movie means an official end to the 6-year public squabble between Diesel and Johnson, it does not. It does show that all parties understand that Johnson in the Fast Saga film is mutually beneficial scenario. While the franchise began as an ensemble series anchored by Diesel and the late Paul Walker, its commercial heights throughout the 2010s were implicitly or explicitly tied to the added value that The Rock's hard charging, butt kicking super cop Luke Hobbs brought to the series. The series is simply more popular with The Rock as a part of an ensemble without with The Rock as part of its ensemble than without. So yeah, now of course Fast Five, which I kind of agree with Robert Meyer Burnett when he says it's the Citizen Kane of Fast and Furious movies. I love Fast X, man. That movie is loads of fun. It's really entertaining. And while I enjoyed the first 4 Fast and Furious movies, Tokyo Drift is probably the weakest in my opinion. But either I enjoyed the first 4 Fast and Furious movies, I feel like the Fast and Furious franchise became better when Dwayne Johnson came on board. And of course, Fast Nine I thought was so decent. I'm one of the rare folks who like Fast Nine. I don't care what people say. Fate of the Furious was decent as well. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if Dwayne Johnson will actually fully be on board. I mean, will he appear in Fast X Part 2? Will he appear in Fast X Part 3? Who knows? But although I sort of a little surprised that they went ahead and just announced that he has a cameo at the end of Fast X. I felt like that probably could have been maybe a surprise. Maybe that's their own way of like marketing this, and get people more hyped to see Fast X. Maybe that's it. But yeah, we'll see on what I mean, granted, they did not tell us like they just told us that he has a cameo in the post credits. They did not say like how his cameo is, so maybe that's good, I guess. But we'll wait and see how they shape up here. But let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Dwayne Johnson officially coming back as Hobbs? For Fast X. Do you think he's gonna stay on board as Hobbs? Are you even a fan of Dwayne Johnson's Hobbs character? And if he does return as Hobbs in the next future installments, will that make you more excited for the final two installments of the Fast and Furious movies? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry Sino.